At this point, income equality feels like an American tradition, but it does not have to be that way, I assure you. Take a look at this headline: fueling inequality, earnings of the top 0.1% in US have soared by 465% since 1979. Analysis. The bottom 90% meanwhile saw earnings growth of just 29% between 1979 and 2021, the Economic Policy Institute found. Thank you, Jake Johnson. Understand this. This is on purpose. And so since the system exists like this on purpose, we can do it a different way. It does not have to be this way. How is it that so few have so much and so many have so little? It is by design. That 0.1%, that doesn't even factor in the top 1%. This is absolute insanity. Here are the key findings from the EPI report. First up, in 2021 alone, annual wages rose faster for the top 1% of earners and top 0.1%, while those in the bottom 90% saw their real earnings fall. Not even stay the same, but fall. Top 1% earned 14.6% of all the wages in 2021, twice as high as their 7.3% share in 1979. The bottom 90% reached just 58.6% of all wages in 2021, the lowest share on record, and far lower than their 69.8% share in 1979. Folks, we're going backwards. Let's take another look at this. As we break this down further, over the past 40 years or so, wages for the top 1% and the top 0.1% skyrocketed by 206% and 465% respectively, while wages for the bottom 90% grew just 28%. On an annualized basis, bottom 90% wages grew only 0.6% per year, compared with 2.7% and 4.2% annualized wage growth for the top 1% and the top 0.1% respectively. Adrienne, we got a problem and everybody knows it.
Absolutely, they've had their foot on our throats for centuries. Keeping this class divide is something in which the United States is invested in, and maintaining this whole 1%. And the fact is that this is all a product of deliberate policy decisions. These are creations by those who are in leadership, whether it's excessive unemployment, keeping the federal minimum wage low, workers' rights, curbing options and opportunities to be able to unionize. There are so many ways in which the system is working against the common individual who, again, pays their taxes and works hard, but they are kept down. And this is how it's done. And this is evidence of the fact that it is still very much a thing in which policymakers and those in positions of power seek to maintain.
Yeah, they want to maintain it because they have the power and it benefits them. It's just like, trading in stocks. Can't get this Congress to do the right thing by that. So they leave that Congress, with money hand over fist by the time that they leave, because they're making the rules and also benefiting from those rules because they trade and also their family members trade. The game is rigged. Now, there are solutions to this, meaning the income inequality. Here are just a few ways in which we can stop the unadulterated greed. Let's show the ways that we can do it. Certainly raise the federal minimum wage to at least $15 an hour. And by now, that's even tired. It should be, if it was keeping up with inflation, closer to $25 an hour. Expand the child tax credit and earned income tax credit. Create a wealth tax, hello, somebody. Provide universal early childhood education, improve access to quality higher education, increase government investment in job creation programs. That is coming from the Peterson Institute. Thank you, Peterson Institute. And so many more common sense and humane solutions. This is not rocket science here. It's fitting we close this story out with a tweet that my stunt double put up. See what she had to say. I want everybody to live a good life. I personally don't have a problem with wealth. It's when the ultra wealthy use a system to keep getting wealthier while most people in this country live paycheck to paycheck. That's what I take issue with. Bold it, underline it, message in a bottle, and baby, send it on a train. We have got to do something about wealth inequality in the United States of America before it is too late. We want everybody to be wealthy and healthy, and wealth is a big thing. And it's not just money, it's your health, it's your relationships, it's spiritual, it's social, it's economic, it's political. But if you have to make your wealth the way Sam Bankman-Fried made his wealth, if you have to make your wealth by defrauding people and putting your body and your feet on their necks and their backs, then you need to get into a new industry, because you are not making wealth in a way that edifies and uplifts. Any final words on this while we're still in this segment, Adrienne?
Well, I would definitely say keep fighting. You're entitled to have the same access to opportunities as others, especially given how hard you work out there. That just because this is what you may know doesn't mean it's right or it should continue. So keep fighting.
Yes, keep fighting.